Hello minasan, Hikime Merikotes, and welcome to another indie game. This one's called Demeter, The Harvest Dies With You, the demo version, right? And it's by the developer Floramisu, that you may remember from another game I played called Our Dollhouse, very good visual novel. And it was kind enough of the developer to let me know about this game, so let's try it. Very interesting logo, it reminds me of something, I wonder what. Let's start the game. You know, people always talk about like how beautiful babies are, but I always find babies ugly. I mean, the drawing is pretty well done, but like I don't like how babies look. In the midst of the Olympus, a new life was brought to the world. It should have been a cause for celebration, yet the mother had asked for privacy and seclusion. With the child resting in her arms, the goddess absorbed the warmth she brought. Demeter, this is not where I expect to find myself. Your birth was not something I'd foreseen, nor something I wished for. When I first laid eyes on you, I thought I would despise what you represented. And yet, seeing your sweet face bring... sweet face, alright. Peace to my soul, I'm sorry. You are not to blame for the twist of fate that brought you to me. I will protect you no matter... Already with the hard choices, huh? Alright. I will protect you no matter what the cost. I will care for you with all my heart. I mean, it's not a choice, right? Both things are good. I think I would say... Like, caring for you with all your heart, I think that's nice, but like, protecting you no matter the cost? Caring and protecting, it's very different things. It's not the same thing. I will protect you, yeah. Oh, there was something in this. Is that like a karma meter or something? I promise you, my child, that I will protect you from harm no matter the cost. My sweet child, my girl, my Persephone. A few hours have passed since the starry mantle of the night disappeared to open the way to radiant sunlight. A quiet breeze rustled the stalks of wheat and barley spread across the vast fields of the goddess Demeter. There she is. She and her daughter had been awake since the first moment Helios' light illuminated the land. The elder goddess hummed a pleasant melody as she inspected the state of her crops. Plenty of rainfall had blessed Greece in the past weeks, and she and her daughter had worked hard to help them grow. Demeter, this might be our best harvest yet, my girl. You know, very nice use of the Greek mythology, I have to say so far. Like, instead of the rising sun, it's Helios, right? I love that kind of thing. I love when it's implemented in the writing, because people sometimes just takes the setting and it doesn't do anything with it. Demeter turned to face her daughter before realizing she was nowhere to be seen. Now, where has that girl run off this time? Before she could scan the horizon, she heard a voice calling to her. Mother! Mother! Ah, there she is, very cute. The young goddess rushed to her mother's side, each of her steps careful not to harm the crops underfoot. Ah, there you are. You left your mother talking all on her own. I'm sorry, it's something the matter? Her eyes fell on Persephone's cupped hands. What is it you're holding? Well... Oh no. She slightly peeled back her hands for her mother to see. In her palm lay a small dead bird. I find it lying among the barley crops. Its body is quite cold already. The poor thing. It's but a baby. And its wing is broken. And it's dead. Could it have been separated from its family? There's no way to know. It's such a shame. Perhaps we should give it a nice burial to make up for the family it lost. A burial for a bird? Why not? Perhaps it will ease its passing to the underworld. You're a bit of a strange one sometimes, my girl. Alright, I will help you. Thank you, Mother. The two of them set out to perform a small burial ceremony for the creature next to the barley fields where it had found its demise. It's a nice place to die. As the impromptu funeral reached its end, Persephone looked at the sky, a memory striking her. Mother, I should get going. I almost forgot I was supposed to go to the fields today. Where exactly? In Nice, I remember my friends invited me for a get-together with music and dancing. Ah, I do recall you telling me. Well, you may go. Leave your mother here all alone. That's the most motherly way of saying it. Like, Mom, can I go to this place? Yeah, just leave me alone. I'm gonna be here all on my own. I love it. The woman's don't care, of course, was exaggerated dramatic. It's perfect. You will be fine, mother. I know so. I will see you later, yes? Of course, don't come home too late. Something's gonna happen, right? With a kiss to... Oh, that's so sweet. To her forehead, the goddess of the harvest bid farewell to her daughter. The sun had just reached its highest point. It was a beautiful day with only a few clouds scattered across the sky. Since her daughter's departure, Demeter had been tending to the crops with the care and dedication she always had. Sensing it was time to rest, the goddess found a spot near the field to sit and relax. The soft wind caressed her hair as she closed her eyes, taking in the sensations around her. Yet, something's gonna happen. The calm could not last for long. A scream. I don't know how to do screams, you know it. Upon hearing the horrified scream, Demeter jumped up from her comfortable spot. The mother knew all too well who that voice belonged to her. Her face whitened as the fear seeped into her core. Oh no. Persephone! There was no denying that something had happened to her precious daughter. She believed her daughter would be fine. It was not the first time she'd gone mingling with her friends. I would say maybe the text could be a little faster because it's a really tense moment. And I know I can skip it with clicks, but it's just a suggestion, right? Has she been too careless? Without care for any crops, she flattened beneath her veil. The goddess donned her cloak and rushed towards the plains. See, that takes a while. The animation happens, and then the text finishes, right? Stepping into the green grass of the plains, Demeter took immediate notice on the dancing oceanids. There was, however, no sign of her daughter. Ladies, please, I must ask for your attention. Hearing her voice, the oceanids ceased their merriment and regarded the goddess. Are these like black silhouettes because this is a demo version and it's not finished? I'm guessing that's the case. Lady Demeter, to what do we owe your honored visit? It's my daughter. She told me she will be accompanying you during the day, yet I noticed her absence. The cheerful Oceanid. Ah, Persephone. She was here moments ago, but went to gather some flowers to adorn her hair. One of the Oceanids softly pulled on the chiton of her companion, who'd spoken. Did you all not hear her frightful scream? It was which led me here. Scream? I cannot say that we did. With all due respect, are you sure you might not have heard someone else near your fields? No, that was certainly my daughter's voice. Please, if you heard it, do not leave me in the dark. My apologies, Lady Demeter, but we have not heard anything at all. We shall let you know if she returns. You have my thanks. With those final words, the goddess retreated and a forever feeling in her stomach. She was certain of what she heard. Sorry, it's too slow. So it's possible that the Oceanids heard nothing at all. Perhaps it will be up to her to do her own investigation of the area. Okay, we have point and click. Love me some point and click. The sun, though still high, had begun its downward path while the worried mother sought for clues. The warmth of the noon house was no more. A passing chill wind caressed Demeter's hair. There was nothing else of note in the sky. Further away from the plains, a forest began to form. A sea of beech trees and oaks stood tall, home to many animals and nymphs. Persephone often visits Artemis when she is not on the hunt. Could she perhaps have gone there? Once I have finished investigating here, I should find Artemis. I mean, she's a hunter, right? Sounds like a plan. This, or this. Approaching the sea of flowers, the goddess of the harvest quickly noticed that flowers had been picked a short while ago. So they were telling the truth, at least. Surrounded by so many plants, distinct variations of chlorophyll would be too subtle for most noses, but her was discerning. In particular, it appeared that the missing flowers were, for the most part, hyacinths and irises. But something stood out, the essence of a flower she knew to be particularly uncommon in these fields, the narcissus. Oh no. Look, I don't know all the meanings of all the flowers, but I know some. Oh, that's nice. Oh, this allows you to use a wider image, right? Like for the background, which is really nice. Something in here. Tracing the strange handbag to its source, she found a single petal from a narcissus. How could this be here? The goddess looked around, but just as she expected, there were no other narcissi in the field. A flower such as this is certainly ought to stand among the others. Could someone have planted it here on purpose? I failed to see a reason why. There must be a reason. Someone certainly might have decided to plant a foreign flower here and let it grow among the others. But just one? It's quite strange. Maybe they only had one seed. And yet, besides myself, there is only one other capable of growing any plant anywhere at whim, without needing to wait for it to grow. Could she know anything about this? The goddess' daughter was as expected nowhere to be seen, however. As thin as they were, Demeter had found some threads to pull on. As the Oceanids resumed their merriment, Demeter crossed the threshold of the forest. In the depths of the forest was one person, one goddess, she was certain to find. Someone who, being so close by, must already know something about what happened. Demeter walked through the trees and bushes, the plants easily moving aside to let her pass. Who goes there? The goddess of the hunt angled her bow to the point of her arrow directed at Demeter. Yeah, there's no way someone as important as her doesn't have a sprite, so I'm assuming this is an early demo of the game. Not all the characters have sprites. Let's go with that, right? Hold, Artemis. It is I, Demeter. Faced with neither prey nor foe, the goddess lowered her weapon and stashed the arrow away. Oh, forgive me, Lady Demeter. The huntress' entire stance changed as the older goddess approached, stiff, uncomfortable. What brings you here? Surely you're not here to accompany me on a hunt. No, of course not. Yes, I know you're not much of a hunter. What is it then? It's Persephone. She disappeared. Demeter expected her to be surprised, concerned, perhaps even angry. But for once, her expression was hard to read. Are you sure? Could she not, be with her friends? She was socializing with some, yes, but then I heard a scream, hers. When I arrived at the plains, she was gone, the nymphs had her a thing. Well, either the nymphs are lying, I'm probably dying eventually, or I'm under some kind of genjutsu. Maybe not. I heard nothing either. I mean, for Artemis to not, she's very keen on her instincts, I'm guessing. I heard her from my field. Surely with you being here, you have heard something. The huntress merely shook her head. Yeah, why is she not worried? That's... If I may... Oh, you see that? I like that, but I don't know what that means. You don't seem particularly worried. Is Persephone not also your friend? Tell me, why do you not face me? The goddess grip on her bow tightened. She gave her back turned to Demeter. Well, we can see that, right? Because the quiver is here. I'm sure this is gonna look more dramatic with the sprites done. I can help you. Persephone is my friend, yes, but she will find her way. I'm not getting involved. Artemis promptly lit up a nearby rock, the sun shining on her face. Demeter saw, just for a second, how her expression shifted to something different. Sadness. With that, the goddess of the hunt hurried away until the bushes and trees covered up her trail. Demeter could only helplessly gaze into the green as her plea was once again ignored. She had thought someone who cared for her daughter, someone who claimed to be a friend, would be more cooperative. There must be a reason, yeah, I'm guessing she is a friend, but there must be a reason. The way she had acted struck Demeter as odd. Artemis was known for a certain awkwardness around other gods that weren't her friends yet. Socially awkward goddess. She was much more evasive than usual, and Demeter could not forget the last fleeting look before the huntress departed. Clearly there was more to it, something she was missing. Yes, she will not lose hope. Even if Artemis won't help, surely some out there would be willing to aid her quest. Yes, she believed it wholeheartedly. What a nice background forest, but it looks really different from the other illustrations. I wonder if this is stock or something like. It's very contrasting with the character style and the other backgrounds. But it looks really good. Through the leaves and branches of the forest, the goddess kept walking at a steady pace. She pondered if she could have been straying too far from Persephone's last location. If that could be a detriment to her objective of finding her, However, she did not stop for whether there was someone she had in mind who could perhaps be of some help. Another goddess, her ancient roots deeply entrenched in the earth. As she walked, she felt a faint energy coming from the ground beneath her. It was familiar, after all, though he had grown weak through the centuries. It was power not unlike her own. Following the feeling towards its source, she found the entrance of a cave. By the looks of it, she assessed she was in the right place. Inside the cave, life still thrived despite the darkness. Moss and flowers grew all around. Plants usually unseen by mortals, even some she herself did not know. Yet Demeter had not come to appreciate rare flora. Her purpose here was far greater. Gaia, I request your counsel. I know you're here. Is that Demeter I hear? Well, what could be oldest than Gaia, right? The Titaness voice echoed through the cave. Though slightly shaky, it still held remarkable potency. There she is. Why is it you? I have not seen you in ages. Greetings, Gaia. Oh, you know there's no need to be so formal with me, dearest. I must say I was not expecting so many visitors. Barely anyone ever comes to my little cave. Has someone else come by? Yes, just for a short while though. You gods shall take more time to see us than you think. It gets lonely here. Well, given what Zeus did to the Titans, maybe not. Well, I don't know in this universe, but... You must all be so comfortable atop the mountain, but it's not too bad down here, don't you think so? I know, you have so many responsibilities. If you recall, it was I who made the trees green and the flowers grow before you, my dear. I'm well aware of the pains of the labor, but you could try to come by sometimes. Perhaps send a letter my way. And sis, I helped that ungrateful young man fight Kronos and he cannot spare a hello. Demeter's stare seemed to clue Gaia in that she was getting sidetracked. Whatever the case, to what to do, I owe this visit, dearest. Demeter sighed at last. She thought she could explain her plight. Well, oh wait, we should sit down and talk over some ambrosia. Okay, I did not come for that, but there's no need to be ungrateful with someone that's being polite, right? So no, thank you. I thank you for the offer, but I must decline. After so long without seeing one another, you will not join this old lady for a cup? I cannot accept, Gaia. I don't want to drink a sip of ambrosia until I find my daughter. Okay, so we call coffee like old cup of joe, right? How would you cap a cup of ambrosia? The old Kronos shoe? I don't know. Your daughter? Something changed in Gaia's disposition. Her cheer drained. Did something happen to dear Persephone? Yes, that's the reason I'm here, you see. Demeter recounted the events for Gaia. The Titaness remained quiet after the story was told, as if muffling something over. She just disappeared, and no one else heard her scream but you? That's correct, but I'm certain of what I heard. I see. Yet, I don't know if there's anything I can do to help you, dear. I have been in this cave for a while now, and I have certainly not heard anything. Well, it's a cave, right? There's something I thought you could help me with. There is? You see, I found this petal in the field where my daughter was last seen, picking flowers. A narcissus petal. I do not understand. What is so special about this petal? You mentioned she was picking flowers now, so surely there was many of those around. You will be forgiven for thinking so, but you see, Gaia, among all the flowers in the field, there was not a narcissus inside. Isn't it quite strange that I found this petal here? Well, it's quite strange indeed. Accuse her! Okay, let's think about this for a moment. On one hand, she's supposed to be the only other person that could plant and grow a flower anywhere in the world aside from me, right? On the other hand, she says she's been on the cave. We don't have the reason to not believe her, right? And she's being nice, and I suppose they know each other for a long time, even if she hasn't visited enough. On the other hand, those are Titans, so maybe they're planning something. This is a difficult choice. I wouldn't go as far as to accuse her, because even if she is the one to blame, what do I get from accusing her, right? So I'm gonna ask her. Wait, the frame thing didn't happen. I was wondering if you know how this flower came to blossom here. I know for a fact that a Narcissi has not native to that field. I suspect someone might have planted it there. Is that so? Well, I've heard perhaps the winds and the birds perform their deeds and brought the Narcissus there. While we can control nature, we can sometimes also let it flow on its own. Perhaps, but doesn't that seem too far-fetched? Yeah, now I'm suspicious about you. Not at all, things like that happen all the time. Gaia's relaxed display of words was betrayed by her body, by the crossing of her arms, and the retreating of her feet. You know more than you're... I'm gonna save again. I just like to save on every option, but you know more than what you're saying. Why do you look so nervous? Whatever are you talking about, dearest? Don't take me for a fool. I can see you're hiding something. You know more than you're telling me, don't you? No, of course not. I will not dream of hiding things from you. You're lying. Please, Gaia, if you know anything at all, I need to know. My daughter could be in danger. You understand that, right? I do, of course. Gaia seemed hesitant. It's been like, maybe it's not her fault, but everyone is conspiring against me, it seems. But there's really no more I can tell you. I'm sworn to secrecy, but believe me, no harm will come to your daughter. So do you know something? Please, do not push me further. I can speak no more. Fine. Without this place, Demeter sends up honesty in the Titan's town. Without voicing a goodbye, the goddess left. As the sun sets below the horizon, the clues Demeter had found started to run sparse. At the very least, she learned that Gaia had been involved, yet this knowledge barely shed any light on her daughter's whereabouts. Could that flower have been planted there as a bait of some sort? That's what I was thinking. But if that's the case, to what end? Many questions swirled in the goddess' mind, and she felt no closer to finding Persephone. As a starry mantle covered the sky, Demeter felt her exhaustion wash over her. Yet she refused to sleep and forced herself to continue her trek. For 9 more days, the goddess continued to scour every league of Greece. She did not stop to sleep and only ate whenever she could find nature. Demeter questioned many gods and creators who would listen, yet no one could offer a response. No one had heard that scream. No one wanted to get involved. That's super suspicious. No one seemed willing to aid her. Except someone. I guess someone has to help me, at least one person, right? Or God. As a goddess, her endurance was stronger than most, yet after so many days of little rest, exhaustion was catching up to her. Demeter finally decided to take a break. She found a nice quiet spot under a lakeside tree. To anyone else, the moonlight shining on the water surface would have seemed like an enchanting dream. But for the fearful mother, it was just another dull view. She sat down, gazing into the water depths. A memory struck the goddess, warm from a long time ago. Oh, that's beautiful. Man, the art style, like the background, it's amazing. I just have to look at it. Demeter walked with her daughter, the much smaller though the gardens of Olympus. The flowers were then in full bloom, their colors bright and beautiful. This one here is called Olympus Yarrow. You might not think much of them, but they are quite special. After all, they only grow here. As she pointed at a heap of flowers, the younger goddess observed with glee. Wow, that's super cute. Jesus Christ. Wow, tiny like me. That's super cute. I love it. Yes, they are very small. Demeter chuckled with fondness and ruffled Persephone's hair, getting a giggle out of the girl. Oh, and those over there in the pond are some of Hera's favorites. We call them water lilies. You see, for example, on this scene, it's nice for the text to be slow because you're appreciating everything, right? I'm not quite sure if you can control the speed of the text depending on the situation, but that will be a nice plus. They are so pretty. I like them. Auntie Hera has good tastes. Do you have a favorite flower, Mama? Well, let me think. Puppies, I think those are the most beautiful. Oh, I want to see them. Where are they? Sadly, they do not have any in this garden. It's more catered to sales and Hera's tastes. Oh, boo. I don't think I like them very much. Don't worry, my sweet girl. I shall show you some puppies when we return home. Yay! In the present, Demeter felt a smile grace her lips as a new memory came into focus. Mama, come here! The child took her mother's hand and rushed towards the garden. What's the matter, my girl? Did something happen? Yes, just come here. As the goddess approached, a familiar yet unexpected scent reached her senses. Puppies? Since when? They're everywhere. I grew them myself. Smile goddess moved her arms around as she tried to explain. I didn't like you. I went whoosh, and after many, many tries, I got this whole garden just for you. Oh, sweetie. Yeah, so her daughter can also manifest flowers. Shan't be too pleased with this, but how could I be mad? They're gonna kill your daughter. Thank you, love. I adore them. The elder goddess kneeled beside her daughter and held her in her arms. A feeling that soon faded as she returned to reality. The sweet memory only strengthened her resolve and gave her the energy she needed to continue her search. Suddenly, she heard something bubbling beneath the lake. Fearing the coming of a monster, she got to her feet. Before her eyes, the water split into two, and from within rose a god she knew well. Poseidon, what are you doing here? Sweet Demeter, I may ask you the same question. What could the goddess of the harvest be doing all alone in this dreary forest? I jest, of course. I've heard on Olympus how could you roam these lands for days, looking for your daughter to no avail. Are you here to help? She observed him with doubt. Poseidon was known to be particularly unserious even at the best of times. Though he could be sometimes tenacious and dedicated in the situation called for it, perhaps she thought she could give him the benefit of the doubt. But of course, lovely. The god rolled his hair and flipped it back before walking forward. I can see the depths of your exhaustion after searching for so long. Stay away. Stay away, please. Don't get close. You shouldn't do this to yourself, you know? I can rest for long. Persephone is still out there somewhere, and she could be in danger. Then let me assist you. How are you going to help? That's it, lovely Demeter. I can give you what you need. The way his voice shifted suddenly put her on edge. What is it? You see, I in fact know something about the whereabouts of your daughter. You do? Indeed, the waves have carried such news to me deep down under the sea. Under the sea. Of all people, Poseidon is the only willing to help. I'm guessing he's lying. She wanted to listen to believe his words were true, but a part of her sees deception. Yeah. So many saves, and it's just a demo. Okay, did I actually save? I didn't save. You want something. I'm guessing when that happens, I'm taking the right decision? Or the wrong decision? You want something in exchange for that information, do you not? Me? Are you accusing me of trying to get something out of a poor, desperate goddess? Yes, Poseidon, I'm not brainless. I have known you for centuries. My, you wound me. I'm just trying to help, but I can very well do that while you're like this. What do you want, Poseidon? The god grinned. Demeter took another retreating step, only for her back to collide with the trunk of the tree. I want you to relax. Do I not have a sword or something to stab him? I don't know just how to help you. Help you ease your worries. His hand softly caressed her arm. No, and she froze in place. Clear your head. This had happened before, so you can continue your search feeling refreshed. She did not want it to happen again. Poseidon whispered into her ear. Or maybe I can help you forget your problems entirely. Punch him! Yeah, I'm not even gonna do another save, just punch him. She felt immediate danger as an ice on her spine. What came from that lake was no friend but a monster. And she had to defend herself. There we go. With all her might, she dropped her foot in the god's stomach, then punched him square in the jaw. I need the punching sound effect. I need him to feel pain. Oh, you whore! Keep your hands away from me. If this is your idea of health, then I do not want it. Stop pretending. You know it will do you good. You disgust me. You say that now, but wait until I'm through with you. Poseidon reached for her wrist. Oh god. This is hard because I want to fight him, but I'm not sure we can defeat Poseidon, right? He's strong. Let me think for a moment. Alright. Man, I really want to punch him again. But I think the wise thing is to run away. Demeter did not miss a step. With a deft dodge, she took off running. But Poseidon did not relent and Persephone. Damn it! I made the wrong choice. Despite the... Oh, nice. Nice black bars. Despite the exhaustion, adrenaline moved Demeter through the forest at an imaginary speed. Nice. Yet it was not enough, for Poseidon had the might of 1,000 horses. Damn it. No matter how fast she went, the god of the seas was not far behind. Focusing only on speed, Demeter failed to notice a rock on the ground. Damn it. I'm dead. Or worse. It snared her foot and sent her tumbling to earth. She scrambled frantic, but Poseidon had caught up to her. Damn it! Now, Demeter, you're just tiring yourself further. Let me take care of you. Get away from me. Oh! Following her cry, a purple light suddenly shone from between the trees, and as we know, purple is the best color. Poseidon, you're overstepping your bounds. What? Of course not. I'm just helping. A dagger flew in his direction, cutting him off and landing on a tree. Alright, you get it, Queen. From the light emerged a figure surrounding equally in flames and shadow. Hecate, yeah, let's go. Leave at once, you're not welcome here. That's officially the best character in this game. And what are you doing? What are you going to do if I don't? You do not want to find out. You. Damn you, Hecate. Alright, I'm leaving. So he said, but the god says, lingering on Demeter, his hand daring to reach out. Ugh. And suffering the scorch of a purple flame. She stays, leave. Alright, go. Bending to her will at last, Poseidon hurried away with another word. Once his figure was no longer in view, Demeter let off a sigh of relief. As the adrenaline abated, her eyes grew misty with tears. She tried to hold them back with a deep breath. She tried to focus, close her eyes, and feel the grass and stone beneath her palm. To settle her mind and realize that, though it was hard to feel truly at ease, she was safe. When she opened her eyes again, Hecate was staring at her in silence. Demeter brushed off her dress before facing the Titaness. You have my gratitude, Hecate. No need to thank me, goddess of the harvest. Hades agreed you to save me from the fish, other lunatic. Those gods can be difficult to deal with, so I thank you. Very well, then I will accept it. Hecate's gaze lowered. What is it? You are injured. Come, I will heal you. No, it's alright. I should waste no more time. Nice music, by the way. Demeter. Leave now and you will surely injure yourself further. Yeah. Come with me and you will be able to continue your journey, whatever this is, in a better state. Demeter might not have liked it, but Hecate spoke the truth. As excited as she was, a wounded leg will only hinder her search. She hesitated, pondering her options, then exhaled. Very well, I shall follow you. Hecate merely nodded, conjuring two torches at her side. She lit up the way for Demeter to follow. Thank you for playing the demo. If you want to learn more about the project, follow Floramisu on Coffee. If you guys want to know more, there you go. I'm gonna leave the link on the description for you to just click it. Alright, so that was Demeter, the Harvest Dies With You. So, obviously it's a demo version. There's quite a few things missing that I think will enhance the experience a lot. It's not a bad demo. It's actually really good. The story is quite interesting. I need that sound effect when punching Poseidon. Maybe we get to punch him twice. It will be nice. The art style of the art style of the backgrounds, it differs a lot. So I don't know if they're using like placeholders in the meantime or what, but like it looks very, or maybe it's different artists, right? Too. It looks very different. The characters look really good. There's two CGs, right? The one on the garden and the one of the meter, right? And the CGs, the quality is amazing. So I'm pretty surprised. The music is also really, really good. It fits the game well. I think maybe take a little bit into account the speed of the text. It really affects the scenes, right? So in intense scene, you want faster text speed. In a slow, enjoyable scene with the CGs, viewing the CG, you want slow text. That will be my suggestion for this. Let's go to the itch.io page, which I'm also going to leave in the description. The goddess of, it says synopsis, the goddess of the harvest Demeter lived in a relative peace with her daughter Persephone. However, upon her sudden disappearance, Demeter must search for her far and wide. Will she discover what happened to her, or will she her grief freeze the world over? I'm sorry. This visual novel is based on the imam in Demeter, yet it doesn't aim to be a whole faithful of the original material, opening the way for new paths to emerge, and that's the best, right? I don't have a problem when people go faithful with the adaptations of classic text, but for visual novels, I pretty much like original interpretations. It's much more enjoyable, especially if you already read the original, right? And then we have the characters, Demeter, Persephone, and Hecate, which is the ones that have sprites right now, and I guess also Poseidon, right? I can see another 6 characters, which I think one is Poseidon, one is Gaia. Oh, we actually meet all these characters. It says the demo features almost 8,000 words, 5 CGs, which makes me think I missed some of the CGs. Maybe some are for like a bad ending or something like that, right? I will go back and play the other endings, but I want you guys to have a reason to try this, so please take the other choices I didn't take on the stream, right? And it has characters from Greek mythology, obviously, a point-and-click investigation segment, which I hope the full game has more of them. I love when like that you can scroll from one side to the other during the point-and-click thing. That was really, really good. The full game will feature even more beautiful characters. Lovely. More CGs, more investigation, more fights. Fights? I didn't have any fight. But maybe the one with Poseidon, right? But 3 endings and maybe more if we pass our funding goal. All right. It has some content warnings that I think it's too late to talk about. And then we have the credits, right? That I'm gonna put on the screen somewhere in here. So actually, I can just about. Yeah, we have the crew there. Actually, yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's a couple of people working on this. It looks really, really good. So yeah, I quite like it. It has ways to go, obviously, but it's a demo version, right? You cannot expect the full thing from a demo. That's obviously, but I'm liking it so far. Hopefully, I get to play the full version eventually. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, developer, for making the game and letting me know about it. If you guys would like to try this game, the link will be down in the description with the itch.io page and the coffee page and everything. Please give it a try, and I will see you in the next indie game stream or whatever I decide to do with this channel. I'll see you later.